Jaclyn's alive, though.
Yeah.
Yay. Half alive.
Only half.
Only half.
Yeah, you were pwned half to death, but we'll get to that later.
Hey guys, I need help here. Let's call some fucking shameless losers in the middle of some landlocked state in America. Some fat, disgraceful, drinking, smoking, fucking nobodies. Come to my rescue.
Play that shit.
Recently there was a shooting.
Oh, it's retarded.
Ironically enough, that is essentially what happened here. The jury was not ever in. The jury was out. My friend Jaclyn called me and yeah, we're going to be against this guy. Why? Because he's against Jaclyn Glenn. So here's how it works. You criticize Jon Stewart for his fucking rambling, insane progressive agenda, his white guilt bullshit. So then he has his fans. Who sees it? Jaclyn sees it, so I criticize her. Well, Jaclyn has her fans. We're just going down the line here of all these fucking pussies. This is a fucking pussy cascade. And let's bash them all like the fucking whack-a-moles that they are.
Terrible.
Carolina. Boston. It was a predominantly black church with a long history in the civil rights movement. A white 21-year-old man walked in, went to an hour-long Bible study, and after went on a shooting rampage that killed 9 people. The first thing I want to talk about in this video is the reaction that I've been seeing online. A lot of people are commenting on the way the shooter was taken into custody in comparison to how black people are regularly treated by the police.
Well, Jaclyn Glenn has decided to
You're being attacked by a kangaroo. With a Nirvana shirt, though.
I'm pretty sure, like, you've almost hit that point, TJ.
I've almost hit the point where I'm a kangaroo in a Nirvana shirt.
No, where like you turned the video off, like you said.
Nope, not quite yet.
No, I didn't say now. I said I'm pretty sure this is the point where you're like, what the fuck?
I didn't even care. I was just like, I accepted it.
Oh, okay.
Kangaroo in a Nirvana shirt. It's all good.
Oh, well, that's kind of strange, but okay.
It's so fucking lame. Like, you know what's always awkward for me, honestly? Like, listening to people try to be funny who are not funny. It's supremely awkward. It's like when a stand-up comic gets up and they bomb. Their first joke bombs. And then instantly, it's like, bang, the room is just drenched with this awkward tension of like, holy shit, this guy's trying to do something, but he can't do it. He's not talented at it. Oh, don't get me wrong, drunken peasants. Being funny is hard. It's really hard. Your show basically exemplifies that fact. I have massive respect for stand-up comedy and for the comedians that have the bravery to go up and do that. You guys don't have the ability to be funny. And it's awkward when you try. And I love the fact that their observations are like so literal. That's the one thing that stood out to me in this analysis of my video, is that it's almost like they're in a drunken sort of, I don't know, pot-induced, whatever fucking pills they're taking, stupor, and all they can see is what's immediately in front of them. So it's like, I come on the screen, it's like, I see a kangaroo, let me, there's a kangaroo on the screen, let's riff on that, guys. Let's put our Cartman voices on, that should work for the billionth time, and let's put on a little funny voice and talk about, there's a kangaroo in a Nirvana shirt. Isn't that crazy? There's got to be a joke in there somewhere, right? I mean, it's a kangaroo in a Nirvana shirt. I mean, just, you know, the image of it is just, This is almost the point where I said, enough, this is retarded. I mean, it's amazing. They have no point. But this is how it works. The whole process here is these fucking landfill human beings. They mouth breathe and they pause the video and then add their unfunny commentary. We have fucking high school dropouts. We got fucking dorks, nerds, people that wouldn't even venture to say anything remotely like this to my face. And you know that to be true. See, they assume that because I have an avatar, that I probably look like them. That I'm probably like a Ryan Wiley type. Or the fucking creationist cat. You think the creationist cat did well in high school? You think he was getting gash in high school? I don't think so. Do you think any of these people resemble me, come from my world, do what I do? Somehow she took a break from all her vlogs and all her Instagramming and her duck facing to peek on her social media. And what did she see? She saw the dumbass Jon Stewart speech. And she saw the propaganda from the racist left, racist against white people. Sorry, just to specify.
And yes.
Yeah, but
okay. Okay, yeah.
It's really actually quite alarming and fun and just glorious that they stopped the video after hearing the phrase, the concept, the idea being put forth that there are people in the world who are racist against white people. They're like, okay, I've heard enough. This is fucking lame. I reject the premise. Let's not let him explain. Let's not show the graphs. Let's not listen to the analysis as to, first of all, what fucking planet have you been living on to not understand that there are people racist against white people? What fucking pussified world do you come from? Look at these fucking flabby dunce fucks. Unbelievable. What state are they from? Holy shit. It's mesmerizing that people could be this self-loathing, that they could be this riddled with guilt to have that reaction to me mentioning racism towards whites. Now, if Jaclyn says, hey, I think we should talk about racism towards blacks, and they go, oh, okay, let's quiet up on that. Jaclyn's speaking, Jaclyn's talking. She's talking about a very grave social issue of which I'm greatly concerned. Black racism. Oh, yeah, that's white people, fuck them. People racist towards whites? No, I can't accept that. Sorry, Mr. Kangaroo and Nirvana shirt. That doesn't make sense.
I'm not sure if you guys saw the Jon Stewart.
First of all, so I'm not sure if you guys saw the Jon Stewart segment where he talked about the shooting.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, at no point did he say, or did I ever say in one of my videos, that we didn't like white people, or that we wanted to have like some sort of uprising against white people, or that we wanted to bring them down in any way. I mean,
why
I
not,
feel like,
though?
No, it's very fascinating here. Like all the teenage shit stains that watch The Drunken Peasants, they're all yapping about straw manning. Like they think, oh, I found a new word today. I learned this outside of school. I learned this on the internet. It's internet lingo now. Straw manning. And at any time somebody says something I don't like, I'm going to call it a straw man or I'm going to call it an ad hominem. And that's how I will just navigate myself through this world, propelled by the power of straw man accusations. Fucking crazy. Let's get into what a straw man is and what they're doing right now. So fucking beautiful. Jaclyn, when did I say you didn't like white people? Spoiler alert, I never said that. When I talk about the left being racist, I'm accusing you of racism, Jaclyn, and Jon Stewart, and many others. You guys are not alone, trust me. There's an army of you pussies. But to be racist towards whites doesn't mean you don't like white people. I never said you didn't like white people. I never said that you said that we should have an uprising against white people. Jaclyn, what the fuck are you talking about? Bringing white people down? Jaclyn, you're racist against white people because you accuse white people for being racists without a shred of evidence and with outlandish glee. You accuse white people you do not know, that you have no fucking reason to say. If you want to say Dylan Roof is a racist, go ahead and I'll join you. When you broaden it out to just white people, which you do several times, which I point out, which you said, oh, look at these cops bringing in Dylan Roof. They're not doing it hard enough, violent enough. When you make that implication, when you say, look, here's what different white people did to a black guy in a totally different context where there was resisting arrest, and here's some other white people taking in a guy who doesn't resist arrest. And you accuse them of racism, Jaclyn. And in so doing, you are being racist. Do you understand that, Jaclyn? That's not me saying you don't like white people. I'm sure you do. You date one of them. That's not me saying you want an uprising of fucking... What the fuck? How do you get there? And then they have the fucking audacity to accuse me of misrepresenting? Eat a fucking load of dick. And not you, TJ. And is this guy bi? Not curious. Is he just bi? Because that is disgusting. Oh, let me clarify in case you're going to accuse me of homophobia. I guarantee you, if they do a review on this video, the video would have been paused and we would have heard some Cartman voice unfunny analysis of me accusing bi people of being disgusting. Oh no, it's not disgusting. Charlize Theron, tongue-fucking Scarlett Johansson is not disgusting. What is disgusting, TJ, is you having sex with anybody. The concept of you with a woman is only slightly less gross and fucking revolting to me than you with a guy.
Yeah, because there's no reason to do that.
There's no reason to do that. You know what, Jaclyn? There is no reason for you to accuse large swaths of people that they are racist because they are white. There's no reason, Jaclyn, for your unfounded, grandiose accusation of white people at large that they are racist, which is exactly what you have done. There's no reason for that, Jaclyn. Didn't stop you.
But apparently pointing out that there might still be an issue with racism is the same thing as what he called white shaming.
And now we get to a really just amazingly beautiful, like this is when my cringe went to the next level of cringe as I watched these fucking jagoffs try to be clever. White shaming? Huh? Jaclyn, how about a fucking timestamp? You know why I cringed extra hard on that? Because I've never said that once in my life. In my life have I never referenced the term or coupled those two words next to each other. White shaming? This is a flat out lie. Just a flat out lie. What are you talking about yet again? When have I ever said white shaming? These people are so fucking deluded. They're so fucking lame that they're just literally making shit up now.
I put up a video today that was actually kind of got the same reception to an extent.
You're a race traitor.
People like,
White shaming.
you just buy into this liberal media, left-wing
You're
media
brainwashed.
propaganda. It's like, what? Sorry?
Yeah, I mean, like, in an example,
What is your evidence of that?
Yeah, Jaclyn, this is so fucking retarded. Okay, I'm embarrassed again that I have to explain this to fucking what I would assume are college-educated people. I hope so. Maybe. Guys, I know you didn't go to Berkeley and UCLA like I did. I didn't see you on campus. I am older than you, however, so I guess I missed you. I'm sure you went to fine universities. Jaclyn, I'm aware that there's still racism and it's still a problem. Thank you, you fucking genius, for mentioning that. Here's one point, a little nuance here for you, Jaclyn. Let's dig a little bit deeper here. I want you to admit that black people and brown people and yellow people are racist too. And then I want you to take it even a step further, and this is going to be very difficult for you. I want you to acknowledge that black people are just as racist as white people. Because, by and large, most people act like most people, and we are actually very similar. Doesn't matter what tribe you belong to, what color, what race, whatever it is. People act the same, which is why you find the same conflicts all over the globe between all sorts of different groups of people. Majorities, minorities, in groups, out groups. It is all over the place. And for you to just sort of blindly skip your way through the world thinking that black people are not racist is a fucking atrociously blind way to go about life. You're totally wrong. You're completely wrong. Are white people racist? Of course they are. Have you ever been to the South? Of course they are. Here's the key difference. Some of them are. Because you and I, being college-educated people, are aware of the fact that racism exists in the world and that there are white people who are in fact deeply, deeply racist, does not give you carte blanche to then just assert and extrapolate and say, well, racism is an enormous problem and all of these other white people, let me just smear them and accuse them either directly or indirectly that they too are racist. Why? Because we know that there are some white people who are racist. Jaclyn, that concept, that idea, that phenomenon that you take part in is racist. And it's the racism that gets these fucking dorks, that get these fat, amateur, talentless hacks to pause the video and go, oh no, that can't even be possible. That's not even a real thing in the world. People being racist against whites, how can that be?
It doesn't make sense to me because, like, especially with, gay marriage and stuff being legal now is awesome. But I've been making videos for gay rights for like 4 years now, ever since I started doing YouTube. And never have I had a, straight person come up to me and say, the fact that you point out that there's an issue with homosexuality means that you hate straight people. That's never happened, surprisingly. So it's amazing that you can point out an issue with racism and all of a sudden it must mean that you have an issue with white people.
Can you imagine how fucking bizarre and wrong and just demented that analogy attempt was? You hate straight people? Again, a straw man. Again, when did I say you hate white people? let's review. A, I never said the phrase white shaming. 2, which you accused me of, totally bullshit. 2, I never said you hated white people. I said you are racist towards white people because you, ironically, are accusing them of being racists. Do you understand now? Do you need that explained? Do you want me to hold your hand? Do you have a penthouse shoot, a hustler? Are we going to see some pink at any point here? Can I get a little gut shot? A gut slip? A little labia? No? Crosses the line? Oh, okay.
Wouldn't you also say, I mean, like, I'm not sure what you would say. I'm just going to say what I'm going to say, which is that every single person, every group of people now, they seem to have, like, this persecution, we're oppressed complex. Like, Christians, they're like, oh, we're so oppressed in America.
Under siege.
White people, oh, the racist liberal media that hates white people. And then, you know, black people, oh, the racist conservative media that hates us. And everyone's got their little complaint fest going on. We have fucking feminists and MRAs saying that, you know, even people who are like white middle class are oppressed because they have a penis or because they have a vagina or something.
Let me cut you right there, TJ. Let me pause you. My chubby little friend, my chubby little bisexual teddy bear. I'm not oppressed. When did I say I was oppressed? No, I'm having a glorious, fun, rewarding life, actually. If you must know. Things are going A-OK, bro. I'm out in Berlin watching the UFC. Gonna go to London, visit my sister and her family. Then I'll go back to Germany to visit my German girlfriend. I'm doing great. I'm doing just fucking dandy. Business is strong. Life is good. Also, that still doesn't mean that I can't point out lame shit when I see it. And what Jaclyn blurts out of that slit in her face is lame and worthy of scorn. She's wrong. It's just hideous. It's disgusting. It's weakness. It offends me. It's offensive. To hear white people just try so desperately to exercise their white guilt and be like, oh, I'm on the right side of history here. Why? Because I'm dogpiling on white people. I'm just accusing white people of racism. That seems to be a surefire bet.
Like, everyone has to have, like, their little victim card out all the time. Like, oh, excuse me, oppressed victim here, let me through.
It's not a victim card. It's a, this person is saying stupid fucking shit card. That's the card I'm pulling out. Whatever you cunts say on the interwebs, whatever Jaclyn decides to say, I couldn't care less. It doesn't affect me at all. I'm going to march on fucking doing my thing regardless. I'm still going to enjoy and relish the opportunity to point out that your ideas are ass backwards and worthy of public mockery. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, keep the straw man parade going that I am somehow claiming to be an oppressed victim. Well done. I love how this is like the fucking definition of these social justice warrior progressives. That's what they do. That defines them. So yeah, try to differentiate between somebody claiming to be an oppressed victim, which I never did, and I'm not, and somebody just calling you out on your stupid shit. Ah, ouchie.
That'd be cool if you could use it at Disney World. Like, I deserve to be in the front of the line.
Excuse me, I'm oppressed. So I get front seas on Space Mountain. Thank you. You could just clear these other people out of the way. That would be nice. I can say I'm an atheist. I'm an atheist. We're the most distrusted minority in America.
Yeah?
People hate us. Let me to the front.
No one trusts me.
No one.
Oh my God, that was the comedy segment. Oh my God. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my God. I love how their inability to be funny or clever transcends space and time. Like, it has not, this happened a couple days ago, and I'm an ocean away from this event, and I feel awkward. I'm in a room by myself, and I feel embarrassed to be a human being because of their attempted comedy. That's powerful shit. That's some serious, powerful, unfunny. But hold on, put a Cartman voice on. Let me get to the front of the line. I'm an oppressed victim. I'm at Magic Mountain. Yeah. Oh my God. You fucking people. Dude, you fucking people suck. The people represented in this video are confirmation that subscriber counts don't mean dick. Don't mean jack dick. Don't mean diddly fucking squat in this world. Not a fucking thing. But it does mean one thing. It means that they will triple down on the fucking idiocy that they put out, on this notion that they've now internalized, that they have something valuable to bring to the table. Like, oh, I said shit and I got subscribed. Oh, okay, that means what I'm saying is probably good. I'll just keep doing my shtick. They think they're impervious to like the reality of the situation, which is A, they're not funny, B, they're not talented, and C, they're fucking dead wrong.
Wants an atheist standing behind them anyway. Let me just
And she has decided to comment on it. And her first two comments are she's going to go after the real hard-hitting, the real tough calls to make. Number one is the two people on Fox News who said this was an attack on Christianity and didn't acknowledge that it was racism. And then just a general blanket statement
excuse me.
Hey, anybody who doesn't
Hold
think
on.
this is racist...
On our fucking show, we watched shit tons of clips of Christians acting like this was a faith-based thing.
Exactly. And that's why
totally ignoring all the evidence that it was racist. Go ahead.
That was my motivation, too, for making my video, because I kept seeing like billions of different Christians saying that it was based on that, and that just pissed me off that they were taking this and using it for that. I was just like, no, it's not about religion. It's about, you know, racially motivated things. So
it's not as if it's open-ended. Like, we have evidence that this was based on
But why did it happen
racism.
at church then?
Yes, you fucking morons! What did I say? What kind of listening comprehension skills do you have? I just said the first thing you tried to do is go after the real tough points, the real fucking mysteries of this world. Like, was this a racist attack? My point, Jaclyn, you fucking super smart Playboy model, is that it's not worth our time for you to be like, hey, don't say it wasn't racist, it was racist. Burp, 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 burp. I'm Jaclyn Glenn. Let me sign my name to that hard-hitting expose. Yes, we realize, it's, first of all, I love how they're like, everybody was saying it wasn't racist. That is such dog shit. That's your cherry picking. And that's the battle you want to take. Everybody knows the people at Fox News. And if anybody said this wasn't racist, they're demented and lame. My point is that's not even worth doing a video on. What is the point of you jumping on YouTube and being like, hey, I heard somebody say it wasn't racist, but I thought about it and I'm telling you it was racist. Dude, that is painfully obvious. And the fact that you think it's necessary, and this is like, this is where dun-da-da-da, Jaclyn Glenn can fly in and sort this mess out. Jesus Christ, what lowest common denominator type shit are you engaged in? This is pointless drivel. And it wasn't everybody saying it. Holy God. It was a few hardcore right-wing nut jobs who said it.
Who the fuck knows? Because it was a
Why did it happen at church?
It was a church with a civil rights record.
You don't know, TJ.
I mean, this is priceless. This is the kind of shit that I was specifically talking about was not worthy of anybody's time. And what do? They go into a discussion of the idea that this wasn't a racist attack. In other words, they have no fucking comprehension as to what I just said. They cannot understand that my point was that she should not even be talking about that because that is too obvious of a point to make. That's not what my video was about. You think I go into some defense that this wasn't racist? Of course it was fucking racist. Holy shit, that is the level that you guys are operating at, and now they're fucking going on a back and forth about, hey, it happened at a church, but it was black church, and it was white, and it was obviously white. Dude, oh my God. Fucking humiliating, guys.
All coincidence.
I mean, it doesn't matter. The killer stated his fucking motives. Didn't he publish a fucking manifesto, for fuck's sake? But they still want to insist it was like a faith-based thing.
And that's why I made my video.
They're still talking about this. They're still talking about this. They literally do not understand what I said. And watch, I give a clear as day analogy upcoming right here. And TJ, the fucking human blob, doesn't get it. He doesn't understand it. And I swear to God, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he's on drugs right now. He has to be not sober. Seriously, there's no way you can not get this analogy. So everybody, put on your thinking caps and try to stay with me on this completely difficult, this is unbelievably challenging analogy I'm going to put forward.
Yeah.
Not because I hate white people.
And once again, we're back to the straw man. Jaclyn, when did I say you hate white people? Please timestamp it. I'm fascinated. Sometimes, you rediscover yourself, you hear yourself back, and you're like, wow, did I really say that? Jaclyn, I never said you hate white people. I said you're racist towards white people by accusing white people of being racists without any evidence. And by making large blanket statements. You're not talking about Dylan Roof. You're talking about police officers that you have no knowledge of, aside from the fact that they are white. So they gave them a bulletproof vest. Oh, because they're white. And the prisoner was white. That is racism, you fucking clowns.
Yes, we all know that's why.
No, fuck white people. They're garbage.
You're racist, TJ. Oh, you're
Hashtag
racist.
white people are garbage.
You're racist, TJ.
Yeah, damn right I am.
Ban
It's
TJ from
racist.
YouTube.
It's amazing.
Kill
It's
Whitey.
like,
Kill Whitey.
Exactly, the
talking
kangaroo
to?
knows. You're racist.
it's like, that's more comedy, guys. Just maybe I should let you know. That was entertainment for you. Okay? Are you not entertained? Like Russell Crowe said in the Coliseum. Bravo, guys. You're a fucking inspiration. If only I could grow my channel to get the fucking teenage cocksuckers you guys have. Amazing. Oh God, I aspire to be you. Oh, I'm only 400 pounds away.
Go ahead.
Nice target. What is the point of that? It's like me getting on here and saying, hey, the earth is round. I got news for you people. The earth is round. And if you're out there, and
I
because
don't get the
I heard
analogy.
somebody who said the earth was flat, and I was like, haha, no way, bro. And that's not even true. Earth is round, I'm telling you. So it's just, okay, TJ, let me just take you to school here. I heard you dropped out of high school. This is what they go over in 11th grade. Jaclyn Glenn making a video about how the Dylan Roof shooting in Charleston was racist is about as necessary and as useful as me doing a video about the fact that the earth is round. Are you sober enough right now to understand that? Do you want me to say it again? Do you want me to explain more to you? It would, here, I will explain more. Let's go a little further. It would be like me saying, the reason I just did a fucking YouTube video about how the earth is round is because I found some example of some guy in some corner of the world who said the earth was flat, and I think he's wrong. And so now I'm going to spend my time making a video about that. That is the analogy. Do you understand, TJ? Do you get that? You get it now, right? Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, big boy. Good job, little buddy. You got it. Oh, crazy. And then she talks about this image that was floated around, which is so ridiculously laughable. The cherry-picked image of the black guy, was it Gardner, who got choked out and died, who said he couldn't breathe, who resisted arrest, and then there was this huge ordeal that this obese man died from the incident. There's a picture of that guy, and then a picture of this racist kid in Charleston being led away into custody. But because he wasn't being choked during the process, while he had his handcuffs on, mind you, that's somehow unfair.
Okay, wait.
A little further.
Oh, come on.
Go a little further. Hold on.
And choke out this white guy as a revenge to keep it equal? Fucking ridiculous. Listen to what she says.
In this photo,
Okay.
you see a black.
Okay, so
Yeah, here's the photo right here, so we have a little bit of reference. Although you can't see most of it, but you can see that that's Eric Garner getting chokeholded, and then what was his name, Roof, getting led away in handcuffs. Dylan Roof. So go ahead, Jaclyn.
Well, I mean, if you play it a little further, you'll see what I'm talking about. But he goes on a little rant at this point, saying that I am upset that Roof wasn't abused. That
Isn't it more that you're upset that Eric Garner was abused?
Right. My point is that like police brutality obviously is not a good thing, and he takes this situation and decides to turn it and say that I am upset that the white kid wasn't beaten to death, which is
right.
ridiculous.
That was about as far as I got in this video, actually, because I'm sitting there like, what a is he this disingenuous, or is he just there's like a mental block?
You're happy he wasn't.
You guys are just like not bright, are you? You're not bright. This is dumb shit. They're like acting like I'm just pulling this out of the ether. She is putting this picture up. What do you think this picture represents? What do you think? Out of all the fucking images in the world, she puts these two pictures next to each other and then goes on her spiel that she's about to go on? Look at what it says. This is what, when you arrest a white guy, this is what happens. When you arrest a black guy for selling cigarettes, this is what happens. The picture editing and the comment is accusing the country of America of being racist. It's a widespread accusation of fucking systemic racism, the fucking boogeyman term. That's what's being said. This is not rocket science, you fucking dildos. They're like, how dare you? He's suggesting that there's some sort of message by this mere juxtaposition of these two images and this statement, which Jaclyn Glenn is commenting on and parroting. Good God. You guys are such fucking cunts.
It gets better. It gets even more hypocritical.
Hypocritical? What do you, hypocritical? What is hypocritical? That's just a word. See, this is so amazing. Like, people like her reach the end of her speaking vocabulary, so they just say a word. Hypocritical, that's a word, right? That has a negative connotation. What the fuck is hypocritical, Jaclyn? What is hypocritical about what I said? Why don't you private message me, okay? Follow me on Twitter, the Atheist Rue. You private message me, Jaclyn, and you apologize for calling me hypocritical for no fucking reason. No grammatical sense, totally out of context. You have no goddamn point to what you just said.
It gets better. It gets even more hypocritical. You keep playing it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man who was selling cigarettes, and you see how he's being treated. And then you see the guy who killed 9 people, and the cops are like, well, yeah, he killed 9 people, but let's not use excessive force.
I mean, this is such a horrendous display of logic,
Nice
cherry-picking,
picture, Jaclyn.
editing.
Thanks.
First of all, I can't even fathom how stupid this is to
Kangaroo's also
post this
changed
up.
how he's dressed too.
Yeah, the kangaroo has become Jaclyn. By the end of the video, the kangaroo will be Jaclyn.
Nice.
Oh my God. Oh God. Somebody fucking kill me, dude. This is... Oh my God. I am Ricky Gervais compared to these people, okay? I have never felt more funny in my life after listening to this. I'm seriously considering switching careers. I think you've made a
Just me
point.
making this video.
I could find thousands, hundreds of thousands of examples of cops physically restraining white people.
Oh my God,
resisted
Jaclyn,
arrest.
how do you
Hundreds
respond to this? Are you saying that no white people are ever abused by the
How
police,
did you
Jaclyn?
know? That's
Is that what
exactly
you're
what-
saying? Because that seems like it's what you're saying, Jaclyn.
Never has a white person been unfairly treated by the police. That's what I'm trying to say.
Never.
Ever.
Yeah, we can all agree on that fact, and that's totally obviously what you were trying to
That's
convey.
I mean, this is so like juvenile. It's so like infantile. Like, what the fuck? How is that a point worth? How did you think in your brain that what you had to say was worth saying? That should never have been audibleized. Her doing a video in front of hundreds of thousands of people and choosing this picture of Dylan Roof being captured versus a black guy getting restrained is noteworthy. And me pointing out that there are hundreds of thousands of examples that you could have put next to that. Or the other way around, you could have put Lee Malvoy, the DC sniper killer, who got led away in the exact same way that Dylan Roof did. Why wasn't that up there? And no, did I suggest that Jaclyn doesn't acknowledge that that is happening? No, I'm simply saying this is a totally manufactured and fabricated piece of propaganda meant to race bait, made by a racist. Somebody who wants to accuse white people of racism, which is what that fucking thing was. That's the point. But please carry on with your fucking childish banter.
This will be straw man the
Right.
video, dude. This video, like all the arguments in the videos are just straw mans. Like,
All the videos will just straw man. Here we go. This is the last ditch effort of just, well, they get to calling me racist soon. So it's label somebody a racist, label them, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter racist. Label them a bigot, label them a racist, label them an Islamophobe. It doesn't matter. Label them something, by all means. And then say straw manning. So wait, how is that a fucking straw man? Let's listen to what I said. So this mousy rat-faced little fuck over here on the right accuses me of straw manning for saying this statement. I could find thousands of whatever images of white people being restrained violently, which is true, which is an incredibly insightful point when these people are fucking having a fucking circle jerk around a picture that has been brought to them by a fucking racist who wants to push forward their racist agenda. How is that straw manning Jaclyn? I'm not even addressing her. I'm not saying Jaclyn says that I can't find hundreds of thousands of pictures. Jaclyn says that there are not hundreds of thousands. No, I said I could. The sentence starts with I, and then it says I could find. I'm making a point. I'm taking her bullshit and adding a highly relevant point to it that frames the entire bullshit and puts perspective on it. The perspective being This is an insane cherry-picking fiasco, what we are witnessing. And all because there is a devious, self-hating agenda at play. That is not a straw man, you fucking dipshit. I should fucking fly to whatever fucking city you live in and slap you. But put a Cartman voice on and accuse me of straw manning for saying sentences starting with I. I can find you. I can find you thousands of pictures. That's a straw man? You fucking moron. This is miraculous. These people like gather around the word straw man without having any understanding of what it is. It's a completely fallacious accusation. And they do like a fucking Indian native tribal dance around it like it's a fucking fire. Like it's a flame dance. And hey, straw man, yeah, it was a straw man. What was a fucking straw man? Name the fucking straw man. This is dog shit. You guys are fucking losers.
Like, white people don't get abused by the police. This must be your position. It's like, that's not her position. This is ridiculous.
White people don't be abused by the police. Yeah, this must be your position. Oh my God, is that not nauseatingly lame? Dude, you are fucking lame. No joke. When did I say that's her position? I'm pointing out the fact that in this hysteria of black people are the victims, black people get mistreated, white people get mistreated. White people get victimized by the police too, in larger numbers. Not per capita maybe, but in larger numbers. Not once did I say that Jaclyn doesn't agree. I'm making a point. I'm making a point. My point is, in response to this cherry-picked image, is that I could create 1,000 other cherry-picked images that will send a completely different message. Okay, let's put a picture of Reginald Dennett up. Here's a black truck driver, and here's a white truck driver. Racism towards whites. That's my agenda. Not once, guys, did I say Jaclyn doesn't agree with the statement I'm about to make. Thousands.
The reason that Jaclyn sent me this video and was like, what do you think of this? Just out of the blue, and I watched it, and I was like, fuck this shit. But the thing is, like, this guy... I guess that, Jaclyn, didn't you say that there was like a bunch of people sending it to you like, Jaclyn, you've been destroyed.
Yeah.
Observe your destruction.
Well,
The reckoning has come for you now, Jaclyn Glenn.
Close your YouTube channel immediately.
Right.
She's worthless. She's a worthless commentator on YouTube. Like, that's harsh, but it's true. She's not even a pseudo-intellectual. She's just a Playboy model. And she's not even a pretty Playboy model. She's like a Playboy model because she's not even a good YouTuber. She did get destroyed. She got, let me see. Let me use your talk, like all your fucking fans. She was pwned. Is that how the kids say it? Pwned. And now you guys are butthurt. Is that the term that I see on your fucking comment page? Jesus Christ. It's like 13-year-old men just exploded onto the subscriber base of these people. That's essentially the drunken peasants. Just 13-year-old kids saying typical 13-year-old nonsensical shit to these fucking 3 losers who sit on a couch and get fatter.
So have you felt like the Reaper over your head, Jaclyn?
No, I mean, like, I got all these comments and I was like, oh, well, geez, I wonder what this video could possibly be that, like, just, made such incredible points to own me. So then I started watching it and I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, because not only did he strawman the entire thing, but like half of this video, okay, I'm exaggerating here, but a lot of this video is insults. Like, oh, look at her duck face pictures. Which, by the way, I don't post duck face pictures.
I do.
Okay.
I'm even more of an Instagram whore than Jaclyn is.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But,
if anyone wants to see endless selfies of me,
I'm
my
good.
glory,
I mean, and all this
Good.
check out my Instagram.
If he wants to make fun of my selfies, then he should put up selfies, not professionally shot photos. But we'll get into that later. He insults me for taking these photos. He insults me for being too pale. He insults me for like all these types of things about my physical appearance, which is like, okay. So what don't you like about what I said that
Wait a
actually
minute,
makes
what?
sense?
Again, they go back to the straw man meme. It's like, I don't even know whether to cringe or just like awkwardly back up and walk out of the room. Like, what the fuck are you people talking about? And yes, I insult you. Yeah, I made some remarks of justified insults. Yeah, so, and so what? Duckface? Yeah, you are one of the most narcissistic people in the fucking universe, Jaclyn. You're the quintessential girl from LA. How many pictures have you taken of yourself? Compare that to the average. What is the average, and what have you done? How much filming of yourself, how much fucking self-glorification are you involved in? Holy shit, you are like a raging narcissist. It's like seriously disturbing and without cause. That's the part that gets irritating. If LeBron James wants to be a narcissist, go for it. If fucking Ricky Gervais, perfect, be my guest. For you? No, for what? For what reason do you have? Jesus Christ, duck face? Oh, my comment, which is like as G-rated an insult as you can get. Jaclyn makes too many duck faces. Yip. Holy shit. Your fucking mother might say that to you. Boo-hoo. Wait, weren't you guys just talking about the victim complex? Oh, right, but no. Please, fat man, come to her rescue. Please, guys, jump up and rescue her. She's in danger.
He insults me for taking these photos. He insults me for being too pale. He insults me for like all these types of things about my physical appearance, which is like, okay, so what don't you like about what I said that actually makes sense?
Yeah, wait, what? What? Jaclyn, you should be insulted. That's the uncomfortable truth. You should be insulted. Yes, you're pale. Sorry, I'm pale. Great. So what? I noticed that you were pale. And? Oh yeah, what about your points, your arguments? Oh yeah, the other 24 minutes of my fucking video, Jaclyn, that's when I addressed your points. And guess what? I sprinkled on a few comments about you as an individual, because that's the kind of flavor I bring to the table, Jaclyn. That's the kind of personality that I have. I'm willing to comment if somebody looks deathly white. Call me crazy, Jaclyn. Maybe I'm not just some robot who's like, must take on arguments, must not make comments about appearance because there are so many fucking losers on the internet who want to get away from their childhood where they were mocked and scorned. Like, look at these three guys. These three guys. I would love to see these guys in high school. Holy shit, that would be a joy. These losers think they have found their oasis, where they are propped up on the shoulders of other losers. And they can sit there as slovenly and fat and drunk and fucking talentless as they can fucking be. These people are hacks. They are hacks.
So
yeah, and he's a fucking kangaroo, so what room does he have to
right,
talk?
I mean,
Right.
Like, I looked through like some of his videos on his channel just briefly to see if he had any where he actually like showed his face, and I didn't see any, and I'm just like, of course not.
Yeah, Ben, of course.
What is this? Is this avatar shaming now? Wait, so I have to show my face? Sorry guys, I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm a private individual. I live a private life. I didn't say, you know what I need to do? I need to get my face out there. I gotta get known. I wanna do Playboy. I wanna appear on TV, on CNN. No, I'm a fucking web designer, okay? I work for Disney and Pixar and shit like that. Warner Brothers. I'm working on the new Vacation movie and doing the ad campaign for that, okay? Zippity-doo, I'm not trying to fucking get my face out there. You wanna see my face? This is me. This is me, this is TJ, okay? You apply whatever insult you think is necessary. Oh, wait a minute. We're not allowed to observe the differences here. We're not allowed to look at appearance. That's me, guys. In case you wanted to try to shame me for using a fucking kangaroo. Great point. That's not an ad hom. That's not a diversion from everything I'm saying. Jesus Christ.
That sounds like someone else on the Drunken Peasants.
Happens all the time. Guess what? This little kid didn't resist arrest. He didn't resist arrest. And guess what? Now he's going to jail and he will be put to death.
You say he was a little kid? Isn't he like 28?
He's a little kid.
No, he's 21, I think.
Okay, well that's still not a little kid.
Definitely not a child, that's for sure.
How retarded and nauseating is it that he thinks that it's a point to make that he's not a little kid? The guy looks like he's 10 years old. He is a little kid. He's 21. How old are you? The older you get, it's completely legitimate to call a 21-year-old a little kid. If somebody comes to you and says, hey, there's this 21-year-old getting married, I would say, what? They're little kids. They're kids. How could they get married? They're too young. I'm not literally saying he's a little child, TJ. You fucking one-dimensional hack. I'm saying he's a young nobody, a young person. Oh my God. And this is the hyper-literalism that I feel like you get when you're drunk. I feel like, you know, when you're drunk, you're sort of like, who's in front of me? Oh, look at this. What is that? Oh my God, I've never seen this before. I mean, how could he think that that is a point to stop the video for? That I called Dylan Roof a little kid. Oh my God. This is the fucking level that we're at here. This is the level of content that you get from these people. If he had survived that chokehold And nobody's even talking about this guy who choked him. And yeah, of course, he should have not used that technique. He should have stopped, etc. This guy shouldn't have been morbidly obese. It was an accident. What would have happened? He would have been let.
He should have been morbidly obese.
Right. It's
By that logic, then he shouldn't have been committing a crime either. Oh.
It's the guy's fault.
Once again, strawmanning. Once again, the people accusing me of strawmanning are strawmanning me. When did I say it's the guy's fault? When did I say that? I didn't say that. And I love how they have no objection to me saying the police, flat, plain as day, I say the police officer should not have used that technique, that chokehold, and he should have stopped. Those are the first two relevant points I make. Then I say, also, this is an accidental death. This is an accident. Do you guys know what an accident means? Unintended. So yes, this guy should not have been morbidly obese. That was what caused his death. If he was not morbidly obese, he would not be dead. That is a factor as to why this story is even a story. But of course, these fat fucking monsters are gonna perk their little fat chubby ears up when they hear, oh, is he fat shaming? Oh, what's wrong with being morbidly obese? Everything is wrong with being morbidly obese. Because when you get choked by somebody, you might die. Your heart cannot take it. That's one reason. Is it his fault that he got choked? No. When did I say that? I said the cop was at fault for using the technique. I said the cop was at fault for not stopping. I also said that the whole incident and his death was an accident, which was exacerbated by the fact that he was morbidly obese. Those are all true statements. But look at the frenzy that these fucking jackoffs go on. Now look at the fucking parade of straw men. Fascinating.
Shouldn't have been standing in that corner. Shouldn't have been living in that city.
Right.
Shouldn't have been born into this world.
Yeah. All valid points with this guy.
Absolute nonsense, what you're hearing. Absolutely fantastical statements that I never made. Never happened. But apparently it's far easier to attack the things I didn't say than the things I did say. Amazing. You really are the amazing atheist. To jail, given every right possible, and let out of jail. Add it to his criminal record, which was long. Add another item to it, and he's done. This white guy is going to be put to death.
How do you know?
And rightfully so. What do you mean, how do you know? What a fucking dumb fuck. It's almost like if 10 seconds go by where he's not burping out some fucking nonsensical point, he feels itchy. He's sweaty. Oh, I'm sure there's a constant sweat in his underarms and his layers of fat. He needs to state something. That's where he gets his endorphins from stating shit. Like, oh, how do I know he's going to be put to death, TJ? Because he killed 9 people, you ignorant hick. That's how. In broad daylight, in a very public and super now infamous way, he has murdered 9 innocent people. And in South Carolina, those people get put to death. That's how I know. You fucking idiot. How could you take issue with that, you fucking cunt? Damn. That's some fucking really, really low-level shit going on. But, oh, doesn't he have it easy? He's got a bulletproof vest. The fuck is that about? This is like...
I don't know.
This guy is just like, these are like ramblings of a lunatic at this point.
Oh, no.
These are like the ramblings of a lunatic at this point. Dude, can you believe this guy's a real person? This guy has to be a character from some fucking lame B movie. Dude, look at this guy. This is just the ramblings of a lunatic at this point. This is the opposition. This is the opposition out there, folks. The internet has shown us one thing. It's filled with scum. Scum, low-level, low-caliber human beings who think that they are somebody, when in reality, they are not. They are heinously stupid. That's what we're up against.
Oh, no, it gets better. I promise. Keep going.
This bloodlust that they want somehow revenge. It's not good enough that we're going to kill this guy. No, we want you to rough him up when you take him into custody.
No, that's the exact opposite point.
I mean, look at him. What I was trying to say. This is exactly what I was trying to say before. So this guy is trying to say that because I pointed out a difference in the way people are treated, that means that I wanted this kid to be abused, that I wanted him to be beaten by the police.
Jaclyn, shut your bitchy mouth up. I'm making a point, Jaclyn. And notice that I said they. They. I didn't say you. I said they. I said the entire genre of people who propagated this image. They're saying they would have liked it better. It would have been more fair in their estimation if this guy had been beaten up. They want somehow revenge. It's not good enough that we're going to kill this guy. The entire point of that statement is to highlight how absurd it is to juxtapose these two images. I mean, how do they not get that? No, Jaclyn, I'm aware that you do not advocate the beating and the killing of this guy.
And because I knew people were going to say stupid shit like that, I clearly said in my video that police brutality is never a good thing, to which he responded to my comments saying, oh, a way to state the obvious. It's like, well, clearly I have to state the obvious because there are people like you who take me out of context on purpose.
And even and what does it matter if you're just stating the obvious? Because it must not be obvious because he fucking didn't himself realize it when he was making this piece of shit.
I was about to say it's not obvious to him.
Well, Jaclyn, there's a very easy and quite understandable reason for this oh so incredible oversight on my part. I record my audio as I play it. I don't watch your video and then reflect on what I'm going to say and then write a script. So as you said that, those were your words. That was your commentary over the image. You don't say, and by the way, some of the people I've seen say, da-da-da. No, you just said your snidey bullshit comments about the bulletproof vest. So it's utterly reasonable for me to assume that that's you saying it, because it is you saying it. So then I pause your video and comment on what you just said. So stop taking everything so goddamn personal. If after this you claim that, oh, that's what I've been reading online, then watch me modify my thoughts. Then great, that's a new piece of information. I'm doing this linearly, you doofus.
Yeah, well, that's what he's about to say. So, yep.
Gentle. Oh, and get him a bulletproof vest too.
And do you hear that little attitude on her? Oh, look at him, he's white.
Oh, why do you have such a little attitude?
What's with that
on you?
What's with that little attitude on you, Jaclyn?
Stop it.
Attitude.
Stop with that little attitude, girl.
But it's cute.
This is the level of comedy and intelligence that we're looking at. I said, what's with that little attitude on you, Jaclyn? To which they pause the video, and then here are the jokes. Here is their, attack at me? I don't even know what to call it. The fucking rat-faced boy on the right says, oh, how's that little attitude of yours? Then TJ says, what's up with that little attitude of yours? To which Jaclyn says, what's up with that little attitude of mine? They literally repeat what I said. There is nothing there. This is just like a cadaver trying to do comedy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me acknowledging the attitude, the bitchy, snide, cunty attitude of Jaclyn Glenn as she describes the arrest of Dylan Roof? Absolutely nothing. Look at that little attitude on that bitch. And do you hear that little attitude on her? Oh, look at him, he's white.
Oh, why do you have such a little attitude?
What's with that little attitude on you, Jaclyn?
Stop it.
Stop with that little attitude, girl.
But it's cute.
No, it's not. Stop with your little attitude.
It's fabulous, TJ.
You're gonna get a
it's
spanking.
fabulous.
Ooh.
Yeah. I have several implements back in my
chamber. That's her interpretation of you. You, Mr. White person watching this. She thinks you are a fucking racist because you're white.
No. Bullshit. Pause it a second. So the comment that I was saying right there, it was somebody that I know. I'm not going to call him out. Posted the image that he had on there previously with that as the caption saying, "Oh, and let's get him a bulletproof vest too." After I made that comment in my video, I added to the end of that, now these are some of the comments that I've been seeing online. That was not something coming from me. That was something that I was repeating from what I read online, and I said that in the video, but apparently for this purpose, it's easier to say that, it's my feelings. Even though I say afterwards that I don't support
Well, Jaclyn, I mean, he obviously doesn't follow the plot threads too well, so maybe it's just a misunderstanding.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because, he seems pretty dense. Maybe intentionally so, though. I don't know.
He thinks you're treating this murderer kindly because you're white and he's white. Do you realize how fucking insulting that is? That is just insane.
I'm so insulted.
This girl puts on her makeup, gets in front of a camera, and in front of her huge audience, just decides to be like, oh, I'll just disparage all white people and accuse them of being racist. My evidence...
Yeah, you fucking bitch. What's wrong with you, Jaclyn?
Stop it.
Why did you do that?
You know what? I just decided to make a video against racism because I hate white people.
Yeah, fuck them.
Wow, that's a massive fail. If you wanted to make a video against racism, why would you be racist in the video? Wait a minute, I'm against racism. I'm attacking the white people who are racist. How could that be racist? Does not compute. These people are too dim to like even understand what's happening. They don't understand what they're doing.
White people cause all the world's wars. True facts.
I believe it.
Custody, but they didn't do it violently enough. White people are racist.
Yep.
Disgraceful.
Amen.
I've seen a lot of reactions like this online, and I think a lot of people who say things like this are half joking, kind of, but, you know...
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. They're half joking, kind of. And then a look as if to say, they're not joking at all. Which is why when I talked about the bloodlust and the desire for these things to be equal, like there's this backlash movement against white people, you just acknowledged that there is. And when I said that, what pronoun did I use? I said they. I said they. People that propagate this image, those people, they act like, and then I made my statement. So it's not you, Jaclyn. It's not all about you. Holy shit. No, I know it's all about you in your brain. That's what an LA woman is about. An LA YouTube Playboy model? Fucking forget about it. Run for the hills, guys. Run for the hills. Here's the thing about this image and the people who I referred to when I said they, not Jaclyn, when I said they, act as if they have a bloodlust and want to see white people get roughed up by the police more. You have a picture that juxtaposes two totally cherry-picked situations. One, the guy's being mishandled violently, well, partly because he's resisting arrest, but either way, the picture looks bad. You got cops piling on a guy. Looks terrible. Forget the reasons how we got there. And you have Dylann Roof being led away in chains to a place where we will eventually kill him. Now, there's two ways to make this situation equal. One is you could stop beating up black people, just as a rule. Just do not brutalize anybody. Do not use physical violence of any kind. So that would make it even. If Eric Gardner had been led away peacefully, well, first of all, he wouldn't have been because he resisted arrest, but let's say he didn't, and he was led away peacefully and everybody went home and there was no problems. That's one way to make it equal. The other way to make it equal is to beat up the white people more, to make it more even by adding violence to the white side. Now, what does she say in reference to that? She says after her little mimicked voiceover, she then notifies the viewer that this is what I hear people saying. And those people, by the way, are the they that I'm referring to. And she says, I think they're half kidding, but not really. And looks at you as if to say, they're not kidding at all. They were not joking about this guy killed 9 people. Oh, but let's not use excessive force. In other words, maybe they should use excessive force. That's the obvious sentiment being expressed there. To which she said, they are not kidding. She was mimicking them. She was speaking as if she was them. So in other words, this is what you get for selling loose cigarettes. So shouldn't it be more on this guy for killing people? That is the sentiment that was put out. Sorry. And that is the half joking. Granted, yes, I agree it is half joking. I agree it is their emotional reaction to this. I don't think that if pressed, they would say, yes, you know what, I want Dylann Roof to be bloodied when he gets brought to the police car. Some would. Oh, I think some would. But in general, I think this is just a sort of cranky, sort of, I'm mad, how can I get back at, who's the bad guy? It's white people. White people are the bad guys. Get them. Because Dylann Roof was white, remember. So other white people must be bad too. That's the racism. That's the part I have an issue with.
I think a lot of people who say things like this are half joking, kind of, but, you know...
Yeah, it's even in the video.
Yeah.
He includes the clip where he says, where you say that that's something that you saw online in his video, and yet addresses it as though he didn't see that.
Yep.
TJ, have you watched the 25-minute video? And then did you then go backwards and say, having seen the 25 minutes, now I will start recording? No, you ramble off whatever you think at the moment. So when a woman does not preface her comments with, here's what I heard other people saying, then it's utterly reasonable to assume this is her speaking. So when I paused the video and commented, I was assuming it was her. Plus, who fucking cares? I'm talking about ideas. I don't give a shit if it was Jaclyn or one of you other pussies that said it. I'm talking about your stupid idea.
I want the police to use excessive force. This guy deserves to be punished to the full extent of the law. He deserves to spend the rest of his life in prison, but that doesn't mean that he deserves people to shoot him or the cops to shoot him or beat him, you know, to death. There's nothing good about police brutality, and it's something that should never be encouraged.
And can you believe she felt it necessary to make this point?
Yeah,
God,
because you're a fucking moron, dipshit.
Totally redundant points.
How are you this stupid? I mean,
first of all, my initial point was a facetious, exaggerated point, and it wasn't even specifically addressed to Jaclyn. I said they, people that use this image, the people that wrote the comment on that image. So when Jaclyn presents a new idea, which is Jaclyn Glenn getting on a fucking camera and saying, I'm against police brutality, which is a pathetically obvious statement to make. That is an embarrassment that she feels the need to say that. And it also is insightful, which is what I say in the video, that she, to even contemplate the idea that, is it okay, yes or no? So my comment before, which was addressed to they, the people that hype up the hysteria of juxtaposing pictures like this and race baiting and saying, why isn't this equal? What would make this equal? And entertaining the notion that if this white kid had been roughed up, they would have been happy. That would have seemed equal to them. That is totally different than Jaclyn Glenn, like a fucking dunce, getting up here and saying, oh, I think that police brutality shouldn't happen. They and her. Do you understand? The subject of a sentence. No? Look into it.
it doesn't... In your mind, how do you hold these two contradictory things in your head at the same time without them ever like, oh, holy shit, this doesn't make any sense? Jaclyn?
I mean, I pretty much already said how I feel about this. I mean,
Yeah.
he calls me out for thinking that I want police brutality. Then I clarified because I knew people would think that by saying I don't like police brutality. And then he's like, I can't believe she felt the need to say something so clearly, you know. Oh, everybody should already know that. Duh.
What the fuck voice is that? That's your impression of me? Oh, I'm sorry. You have your one Southern voice? Is that, am I a Southerner now? I'm from Los Angeles, Jaclyn.
It's like, well, I guess he doesn't connect those two dots that are right there next to each other. But
Yeah, I don't know.
Unbelievable. This is their fucking big moment in this video. Well, they avoid all the other points I make. It's a point that does not need to be said. It's incredible that she feels the need to say the point. It tells you what's going on in her brain. She's like,
No.
I'm wondering if I would have been happier if they had beaten him, sort of bloodied him up, maybe choked him for a bit.
What was going on in my brain? What was
You
going
would
on?
have been happier.
This
Is
is
that I wonder if there are going to be people out there who think or who are stupid enough to think that I actually endorse police brutality. That was what was going through my head when I said it, and clearly I wasn't wrong.
Yeah, you know, even when you tried to head it off at the pass, it still fucking landed on your doorstep, so...
I feel like that would have been more equal, and I kind of want them to do that to this white guy. But I don't think police brutality is good, really, ever. Thank you, Jaclyn. Thank you, you enlightened, noble warrior. It's like me. This weekend, I'm going to be babysitting for my friend. And before they go, as they're going out the door, I'm going to say, hey, guys, enjoy your movie. It's your date night. And
Do not
just rest
entrust your
assured,
child
I'm
to
not
this
going to be
man.
raping your toddler. Seriously, I just want to reassure you that your toddler will not be raped. Not a chance in the world. No raping whatsoever going to be happening. Enjoy your film, guys. Catch you later. It says more about you, Jaclyn, that you had to say
Hold
that
on.
you're...
What?
this is the worst analogy for an argument ever.
I mean... That's like comparing like someone eating a donut that they weren't supposed to eat to like Hitler committing the Holocaust or something. It's like, oh, it's pretty much on the same level. What a strange example.
Another analogy that is just over the head of these people. They literally can't comprehend what I'm saying. They don't possess the faculties or the faculties to grasp the obvious analogy that I'm making. Obvious. Can you believe he swings and misses at my analogy in that way, to that degree? He compares donuts, first of all, nice, where's your brain at, you fat fuck, to Hitler? And so my analogy about police brutality to raping a toddler when you're babysitting, those two things are vastly different. First of all, here's how an analogy works. You dumb motherfucker. It has nothing to do with the arbitrary example I'm giving. The point is in the dynamic of what I'm saying, which is if your babysitter tells you that they have no intention of raping your toddler as you're walking out the door, the fact that they felt it necessary to make an obvious statement like that is alarming. In the same way that Jaclyn saying that she is firmly against police brutality is an alarming statement. It's a red flag. It says, what is she thinking about that she felt it necessary to say that? Against police brutality. Jesus. Look how far back we have to go. Look at the baseline we have to establish.
The problem is not that this guy was treated with...
It's so annoying. It's so annoying to me because when he plays Jaclyn's video in this, the audio is so much lower than when he talks, and then his booming ass voice comes on like blah blah blah. I'm like, fuck, man.
I'll tell you what.
Comedy gold, just relevant beyond all measure. Thanks, guys, for your devastating criticism of my audio mastering skills. I could give a fuck.
Talk louder in your videos, Jaclyn.
The problem is that people who are black are often treated unfairly, and that's the problem we need to focus on.
People that are black are often treated unfairly? What? Oh, cry me a river. Oh, the people that are black, they're often treated unfairly by the cops? Maybe they should stop dealing with the cops. Maybe they should stop committing crimes. How about you mention that in the sentence?
Oh, we solved the case, TJ. Stop dealing with the police. Generally, police encounters go one way. The police stop you. You don't stop the police like, I'm gonna fuck with you now.
He's saying these black
I know.
people. He's basically, and like how he says, I don't understand this too. Like he says, like, we're not racist, but here he is saying like, black people just need to stop committing all these fucking crimes, man.
Now we're trespassing on a territory they're not comfortable with. Everybody batten down the hatches. Somebody is mentioning a statistic, a fact about reality, which is black people are more criminal than white people. Black people commit more crimes than white people. Shove that down your fat gullet and chew on it for a few years. See how it tastes. Look at the fucking frenzy. Look at the hysteria. These people go into a freak out mode. Like, oh my God, somebody, a white guy, he mentioned that black people, maybe one way they shouldn't fuck around with cops is they should stop committing crimes. Yet again, another sentiment that Chris Rock said. Listen to this shit.
Basically, and like how he says, I don't understand this too. Like he says, like, we're not racist, but here he is saying like, black people just need to stop committing all these fucking crimes, man.
Oh my God, the fucking Cartman thing is such a dead horse. Oh wow, is that tired and lame. Jesus. Black people should stop committing crimes. Yes, black people should stop committing crimes. All people should stop committing crimes, but especially black people. You know why? Because they commit the fucking most. And so when they want to bitch about how the police are treating them, I think we should also mention and be cognizant of the fact that they commit an outrageously high percentage of crime and murder and rape. All of it. It's not even close. Any other race is a distant second. Now those are the facts, you fucking losers. I know you're uncomfortable with that. I know you're riddled with guilt about me knowing that fact. And yet it's a fact.
It's like, how are you not racist? Just fucking say that you're racist. I mean, like, I would respect you more if you were just like, hi, I'm racist and I hold these opinions.
How am I? And here come the racism accusations. We've reached the bottom. Now this is the final straw. I am now racist for saying what Chris Rock just said, but also for just acknowledging crime statistics. So if I am aware that black people commit more crimes and it might do them better to not engage with cops. In other words, here's a quick tip from Michael Brown. If a cop tells you to stop walking in the fucking middle of the street, stop walking in the middle of the street. Also, here's a pro tip, Asian level pro tip. Do not walk up to the police officer and punch him in the face repeatedly and go for his gun. That's another really handy thing to keep in mind. Here's one for Eric Gardner. If the police want to arrest you, don't resist. You're getting arrested now. That's another incredible tip. What a fucking mess. Is it a tragedy? Oh, let me put all the fucking caveats down. Is it a tragedy that Michael Brown died? Yes. That stupid fuck made a series of terrible decisions that ended with a cop feeling the need to shoot him to protect his own life. That's unfortunate. That's sad. A kid died. Oh, I'm sorry, not a kid. An 18-year-old. You fucking fat shit. Is it sad that Eric Gardner died? Of course it's sad. The cops shouldn't have choked him. It was an accident. The criminal charge of selling loose cigarettes is weak to start with. I don't think it should have held up in court. I think he should have gotten off scot-free. Yes, that's sad. It still doesn't mean you should resist arrest, which is the point. Especially it becomes the point when they start comparing people that resist arrest with people that don't resist arrest, and then compare the two, as if there's any comparison to be made. Oh, but it's racist. That's why. It's not the fact that one resisted arrest, the other didn't. It's the fact that one's white and one's black. Why? Because white people are racist.